Perforation. Shout it out. The deliberate, punctuated weakening of paper and cardboard so that it will tear along an intended path, leaving a row of fine haired white pills or tuftlets on each new edge. Michael's been dying for this one for a long time. This Michael, because I think it's awesome. I think this is an absolutely amazing piece. And I think Michael did a very good job of taking a look at it and breaking it down. The So this piece is about perforation. This is the econonym to perforation on page 23. Nicholson Baker is your writer. The thing that is being celebrated here is one of the small things in life. Something like perforation. I mean, I just grabbed a piece of random mail and found it right there. And there are so many of those little things around us that that make our lives easier and make our lives fascinating. I mean, I can reach over here and find this little like chip clip thing. Um, I mean, I don't know. Look around. There's all kinds of crazy stuff in here that we can like talk about as like the little bits and pieces of our lives, and the celebration of those things is what Nicholson is trying to do here, and that's the thing that he's doing through his use of exemplification and his use of detail. Um, Mike talks a little bit about those kinds of things, and in his piece, which I'll leave up here. But while you're looking at that, I'm going to read through a couple of lines from this. Um, so Nicholson is able to, or Mr. Baker, I guess, is really able to use very high level language in talking about very common things. So kind of the opposite of what we got with the piece on the dream animal, where she's using a lot of allusions and references to specific research. In this particular piece, we have very high level language looking at things that are just basic everyday whatevers, because those are the things in life that often need to be celebrated. So going back to that, the where was the piece I was looking for? All right. The lines dividing one year from another in your past are perforated. The mental sensation of detaching a period of your life for closer scrutiny resembles a reluctant, guided tearing of a perforated seam. So the perforation becomes more than just the thing itself, but it becomes metaphor for the rest, for the little bits of life. I mean, to a certain extent, we have a perforated year at this point because of the way in which this quarantine is changing up the way that we're doing this. I mean, I never would have imagined that I'd be teaching you, my students who I get to see almost every day from um, my little home office area. Um, Pretty fascinating. So, look to those things. I mean, one of the things that I really wanted to get from this piece is that the things around you, the details matter. You know, I joked around at the beginning of the year that this class would make you a better lover or a better human, and I still do believe that very much. And so far as paying attention to details, noticing the details, discussing the details, and then using those details and as metaphors for the different things that you do during your life and during your times. I mean, making those connections, I think, is really uh, key. So, uh, yeah, if you haven't already read this piece, which you should have, make sure that you give it another read and then try to think about, like, as you're going through your day, look at the different things around you and how they might serve as metaphors. Because, you know, this is a Friday. We're even perforating our work week from the fun of the weekend. So I hope you have a fun weekend. I hope it's not too miserable. And I hope that you and all of your loved ones are safe, healthy, and relatively happy. All right. I will see you on Monday unless I get messages from any of you. Take care. Bye bye.